Hello, welcome to your video on variables and expressions. In this video, your I can statement is I can generate equivalent algebraic expressions. Just a reminder, please make sure you're taking Cornell notes. The first thing you should have at the top is your title, and then your I can statement. You should have a line going down about a third of the way on the side, going all the way down. The first thing you're going to include is all of your vocabulary. You do have three things. The first word is a variable. And a variable is a letter or letters or other symbols that represent unknown numbers or values. Some examples of this would be things like X, Y, M, things like that would be considered variables. There are two types of expressions, numeric expressions and algebraic expressions. There are two different types that both fit under expressions. We're going to start with a numeric expression first. A numeric expression is a phrase that involves numbers. For example, that would be 4 plus 20 minus 7. You have known numeric expressions for the majority of your life. Algebraic expressions are a little bit different. This is where algebra comes into play, the very basics of it. Algebraic expressions are a phrase that uses both numbers and variables, which are letters. And an example of this one would be something like 3x plus 2y minus 10. That would be considered an algebraic expression because it has both variables and numbers. How do I write algebraic expressions is what we're working on today. This question should go on the left-hand side of your notes. We're going to start with addition. Some addition types of expressions you will have or hear are the sum of 5 and a number. Now, when you're writing algebraic expressions, you just go left to right and you write it as you see it. So sum means adding, so I know I'm going to add. I'm going to add 5 and a number, and I don't know what the number is, so I'm going to pick a variable. In this case, I'm going to use n. So I'm going to do 5 plus n for the number 1. Number 2, it says 9 more than a number. So we're going to go in order. 9 is your number. More than means adding. And then a number, which we don't know, I'm going to use x this time. Okay? So I'm going to write 9 plus x. Now, more than is one of the very, very tricky ones. So we're actually going to change our final answer. Whenever you see more than, you'll want to reverse the order. So it's going to become 9 plus x, x plus 9, and that's going to be our final answer. Last one we have a number plus 2. A number we don't know, let's call that y, and then plus means adding, and then 2. So y plus 2 for that third example. Subtraction is next. These are going to use words that involve subtraction. Number 1, the difference of 8 and a number. Difference means subtraction. 8 and a number. We don't know what it is. We're going to call it n. So 8 minus n is going to be the answer to number 1. Number 2, 10 less than a number. 10 is our number. Less than means subtraction. A number that we don't know, let's go with m this time. So 10 minus m. But it has the word than on it. Whenever you see that, you have to change the order. So I'm going to change this one to say m minus 10 instead. So you have to reverse the order. Next one, 12 minus a number. And I kind of cut it off a little bit, but that's okay. 12 minus a number. We're skipping number 3. Multiplication. Here are some examples. The product of 3 and a number. So we have the number 3, a number, call that n. Product means multiplying. So we're going to multiply 3 times n. Now multiplication, there's many ways to write it. So you could write it like this. You could write it like this where they're smushed together. You could also have a times symbol like that, or you could use parentheses. Okay, lots of different ways. 7 times a number. Times means multiplying. 7 times x. Okay, for our number. Again, you can write it several different ways. Here's another way you most likely see it written. A number multiplied by 4. So a number y multiplied by 4. So y times 4. Okay, or y parenthesis 4. Again, lots of ways to write multiplication. And last but not least, division. The quotient of a number in 3, quotient means division. Number, we don't know that, so we just pick a letter. And then 3. So you're dividing b divided by 3. Again, order matters. And then number 2, 4 divided by a number. So this time that's 4 divided by n. Okay, you could also write it like this or slanted. It all means the same thing. There are a little bit trickier ones. These ones involve some more thinking. So the number of hours in D days. Well, the number of hours in an unknown number of days. So how many hours are in one day? Well, there's 24 hours in one day. So I have to take 24 hours and times that by however many days I have. So my answer is just that, 24 times D. The number of inches in F feet. Well, how many inches are in 1 foot? That would be 12 inches. So I have 12 times however many feet I have, which I don't know, so 12 times F. It's your turn. Go ahead and answer these 3 questions. Make sure you copy down the entire question as well as your answer. We will be going over these answers in class, so make sure you can read your handwriting. Pause the video until you're done. All right, that is the end of your video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.